Actually, Donnie, I identified this music last stream. This music is the same music that they use for Soaring in California in Disney World. I think, or Disneyland. I think they use it in Disney World as well. So let me run back up to the chat or to the top of the chat and say hello to everybody. Evening, Eric. I see you were second again. Evening, Shoot. No, it's not Tuesday. It's Monday. I'm changing up my schedule a little bit. And Donnie, you are correct. This is not the Enterprise. And the Enterprise won't be tomorrow, and it's not going to be 4 days from now. Hey, Shu. Well, actually, I said hey, Shu already. Hey, Dan, welcome. Hey, Jalen, welcome to the stream. So, guys, like I said in the chat, I've decided after yesterday. Still sounds Trekkie. It does. I decided after yesterday trying to mow my lawn on Sunday, and then it got thunderstorms and everything else. That's why I canceled the. I did not say Friday. Hold on. But because I was mowing the yard and then it rained me out, that's why I can't, or moved the stream yesterday to today. And I've decided that they're so much louder than I am. Hang on, let me see. I don't know off the top of my head where to hit the gain on this thing. No, it's not going to be in OBS. Well, regardless, Todd, are you able to hear me? And is everybody able to hear me, actually? Donnie, don't be sad. So, no, as I was saying, I've decided to free up my Saturday and Sundays for yard work and whatnot, honeydews. Are you saying you cannot hear me? Hang on. Let me see. Just recently had the Logitech stuff update. Capture G Hub. Okay. I just brought up the G Hub for the microphone. Turn the volume down a ton during the music. Okay, so what you're saying is what I should do. No, when my intro outro music comes up, I will turn it down so it's not blasting so bad. So back to what I was saying. After this weekend, did the yard, and it took 2 days, and then got rained out and everything. I decided I'm going to free up Saturday and Sundays, at least during the summer months, so that I can get out there, do yard work, honeydews, clean out the hot tub, which we've been doing. It's clean. It's ready to be filled, and so I'm going to be streaming, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. It's just more convenient for me, and I apologize if it conflicts with other streams. But I'm now going to be streaming, at least for the summer months, Monday at 6 o'clock, Wednesday at 6 o'clock, Friday we're doing the group stream at 8 o'clock. It's just a little bit more convenient for me. It makes more sense to me because that way I'm doing it during the week when I'm working anyway. During the weekends, I have, just like all of us, I have more stuff to do. So Sunday is out for right now. So that being said, let's get to what we are doing today. I've got the last 8. Oh, he's fine, sweetheart. I've got Enterprise. Yes, absolutely. Enterprise on Wednesday, Donnie. Matter of fact, if you look, the Enterprise is still in here. Has not moved. Yes, Enterprise, I will be I have somewhere around here, I have the Black CA. I have the, what was it? Solar Res. I got everything I need to do the enterprise windows. I saw your post on Facebook, Todd. I am no longer on that Discord. That's all I'm going to say about that. You can't rush dry dock. Absolutely not. So, that's, like I said, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm no longer on that Discord, and I'm no longer on HLI. Things happen, tempers flared, I'm not going back. Yep, I saw that, Todd. So, let me flip over to the other camera. Better. Blue towel this week. Last week, I know you guys were being blown away by the red towel. I think it's better with the red, plus it let me turn off the two overhead lights. I've got the lights on behind me, but not the overheads, and it's still plenty light in here. The sun is still shining. Sun's not due to go down until 8 o'clock, so at that point, if I'm still on, you still don't have Facebook. Sorry, Donnie. I mean, it's true. Sorry. But, no, and that's the thing, Shu. I think Todd said that he posted it on Discord anyway, so you should be able to get the links to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what you did, Todd. I'm sure it is fantastic. So, 2 sets of screws. And before when I set this stuff up, I got out my cheaters and I went 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know which finger is which. Unlike last week. Cool. And I'm pretty sure I'm sure it's fantastic work. I'm not going that in depth with it. Just got a book on Enterprise from Eagle Moss. Was that another special, Shu? If it is, they haven't even offered it to me yet. Of course, even though I started before you, you're ahead of me now. So these are CP and DP. I will tell you guys, it is hot in here. By the way, you can also see, like I said, I replaced my mouse. I have a trackball. I love my trackball. Really? Just showed up. Don't worry, after you have it for like 3 weeks, they'll send you a bill for like $500 for it. Not really, but you guys know I'm a bunch of issues to build a hand. Yes, where they, like you said last stream, they did the first hand in one issue. Okay, so let me make sure it's CP to do the knuckle to the first knuckle to the That's because someone canceled the Enterprise, then recontinued it. Who canceled it? I never canceled the Enterprise. Matter of fact, I don't even think I did shut it down. I will say that. I did shut it down put it on pause for like a month. But nothing was coming out at the time anyway. And during that month, I don't think you got any issues. Then I brought it back, and they don't care. I mean, let me think. Actually, I have to say I did get an issue last week. I've got another one on the way. So it's starting to come again, but unfortunately the Ghostbuster car is not. And right now, neither is the Iron Man. It is currently on hold. It's not on hold. I'm waiting for them to send me issues. They've charged me for issue 10. I've yet to see it. And as a matter of fact, they charged me almost a month ago. You haven't gotten any issues. Haha. Of course, you're on issue 14. I'm not caught up with you, Donnie, so they're catching me up before they send you any more. You got a lot of issues? That's nice. Most of us do have some sort of issues. Wow, that felt like it. Tighten that. Hair. All right. 59 through 62 for Enterprise? Yeah, after like 5 months. Yeah, and Todd, you're in Phoenix. I'm in Illinois. Donnie is in, or not Donnie, Shu is in Washington. Let me take a look what I'm due to, because I have this all spreadsheeted out. I'm a budget analyst by trade, so I tend to put things on spreadsheets. Okay, so I'm waiting for issue 13, which is 47 through 50. After that issue, I should be caught up with Donnie, actually. Never lived there. I actually was born in Oregon, and we moved to where we're at now. We moved to Illinois because that's where the job was and that's where the money was. I'm way ahead of you. I thought you... Oh, yeah, Donnie. Yeah, Donnie. I know, I'm way, way ahead of you. Matter of fact, so far ahead of you that you haven't even started yet. Okay. So there's all the fingers. There's the back of the wrist, like this one. This is the cover for that, and this here is the socket that is going to attach it to the hand here. Actually, that was a very short issue. Comparatively speaking, the Iron Man is actually pretty short on every issue. Pack 16 last week. See? And that's the thing, is I was ahead of you, and then you got up to 14 before I started getting any issues again. But that's okay, because it's a nice place to visit. Because once I run out of Enterprise parts, once the Enterprise is caught up, I have a plan. I have, by that time I will have 7, probably 8 issues for the Route Master London bus. So I will be extremely happy to start that one. I am chomping at the bit to get started on that one, and I can't wait to get the last of the issues for it, because then I will start on the or I will order and start getting parts for the Hatchet, or not Hatchet, the Agora Titanic. Hey GB, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So, in case you guys don't realize, what I'm doing right now is I'm putting the screws away like I always do. Someday I'm going to figure out that I don't have to keep any of these screws and just throw the extras away. And if you, yeah, I just looked at the camera. If you're new here and you haven't seen these before, the screws are labeled according to whether they're plastic, they go into plastic or metal. The EM that I'm putting away right now is screw E going into metal. The P screws that I put away earlier were for plastic. All right, Jalen, take care of yourself. Get better. Okay. If I remember right, this one is a little bit, but not too complicated. So, palm of the hand, these parts will go together like that. This is the lens. It's identical to this one, and hopefully I will be able to, I've said this a couple of times. It doesn't look like that on camera, but to me, it looks like the LED shifted. May have to take that hand apart. That noise was, if you heard it, was the other magazine falling because I have a new fan in here. Battery door, where is the battery? I took it out earlier. And they do supply batteries for all of the lights. It's just that I'm not really excited about there being 5 battery boxes. I wonder, should I risk it? Let me see. 3 volt. Because using magnet wire might show there. So I'm either going to do something, I'm going to check something here, and hopefully it's not going to be really bad, and then I'm calling up Eagle Moss and having to buy a new issue. Positive is the flat. And everybody's sitting there in anticipation going, blow it up, blow it up. I think I just did. No, not 36 volts, 3. But I think I may have just blown this light or the board. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I shouldn't have, though. It was, you know what? I probably did just blow the board because I ran the power backwards through it. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. Try the other direction. I put it in the other direction and it doesn't work, then it means that I put it in the right direction, and for some reason 3 volts, which matches that battery, just was too much. Yeah. Okay. Press on with pride, and then call Eagle Moss in the morning. No, I can continue on with this, Donnie. I can, just take it apart later. So first things First, there's a flat side on here, flat side on the lens piece here. Put it in here like so. Where are these screw holes, actually? One pin, 2 screw holes. The Enterprise is technically is broke too, right now. Because I took it all apart. Yeah. At the end of the day, if this doesn't work, then I will contact Eagle Moss. It's odd though that at 3 volts that it would do anything like that. Tyson. Wow. That's who. You're correct. I mean Fanhome. And actually, it's not broken, it's being refitted. That too. Battery box in the palm. Trying to see. Oh yeah, that's right. This thing is just really funky the way it goes in here. So wrap around like that. That comes up around here. There, and you guys might be able to see. There's 2 tout posts there. Run this around here. Set the switch in that spot. If I can get it to go down in there. There, better. Set the switch in there, like so. Wire on either side of that. And then turn this over. The button comes out through the hand right there. Goes in there like this. Fit the LED assembly at the back of the hand. Position the cable so that you know what? Hang on a second. Okay, that goes up like that. We'll have to share it sometime. Yeah, it sounds really good there, Todd. So, we'll figure something out. I'm looking into possibly starting to use StreamYards or Streamlabs. If I do, it's really going to be really easy because we can invite people onto it. Trying to remember where this thing goes. That's where it goes, up here into the fingers. For the most part, it's not a whole lot of extra tools. You just need to use them differently. Get all these wires wrapped up in here. Okay. Then these actually sit in there. A smaller one to try on. Yeah. What I absolutely would suggest that you do a smaller one first. That's why I'm doing this, because I've never actually done planking on a plank on bulkhead like this before. That way, when I get work on it on the pearl, it'll be right. Get back there. Now to see if I can get all of these to fit in here at one time. That's what I was afraid of. The only problem with me getting the Agora Titanic right now is that I'm still getting issues for the Route Master, for the London bus, and since the London bus is my second kit, I'll be Agora Elite after it, and I want my bonuses that come with that. You know, the first issue being basically free, and then 10% off on the entire kit. Unless I'm missing something when I read that stuff on their website. I am very much looking forward to that kit. It is, I think it is going to be an awesome kit. And 3 times EM screws. I think it's a fantastic deal. I mean, the fact that on your second kit they send you the first issue, the first 10-pack for free, and then your second model they send you the first set of kits for free, and then the rest of it's normal price. The third model, so having finished 2, is when you hit 10% off on the whole build. And I'm looking very much forward to the Titanic. I think what they're doing with it, charging $89 every 6 weeks instead of 130 or 139 every month, is actually going to get more people involved into it. Well, there you go. Todd's not watching out for me. Damn it, Todd, you're not watching out for me tonight. I forgot to put that piece in there. I just put everything together and left the socket out. Oh, you're investigating what? The Agora thing? Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it. And all I lost was the thumb. So far. There goes the index finger. This wire's in the wrong spot. Okay, that's why I'm trying to put it in the wrong way. Index finger back in. Okay. And what's funny is a couple of the screws were are still down inside the hand. And if by some chance, which I know it's not going to happen, the light still works, I ain't messing with it anymore. Unfortunately, I saw magic smoke on the circuit board. I was hoping earlier that it wasn't magic smoke, but I'm pretty sure it was magic smoke that came out of the circuit board. And we all know what happens when you let the magic smoke out. So plus, and that's exactly what I did. I got the polarity backwards when I put the power supply on. So, moment of truth. Yeah, it's fucked. Excuse my French. I know. I used to work on F-16s, and I know that you will never let the magic blue smoke out. So, you said earlier, guys, that's what I'm going to try and do. Just that. Magnet on there. It'll hold it on there. We'll see what Fanhome says tomorrow. I'll be very nice to them and won't yell at them because they've had my money for the next set of parts for almost a month. That is a EP screw. That's better. It wasn't quite in there. The door wasn't. I'm going to keep playing with this thing and going, it's broken. To be honest, if they fight me badly on it, I may or may not fight back. Because it's, how often are you going to turn on the lights? Oh, come on. That's right. This was a pain in the... But, well, before I do this. So, last time, put this little part here, the wrist joint, on the arm. This ball goes into this socket here. Come on. Just like that. And actually, it's kind of funny because, oh, you know what? It's this part up here. It's another part I may have to take apart eventually. Damn it. Get on there. I may have to take this one back apart because you see the wrist here is pretty firm. Don't fight it. Just move on. Wait. Donnie, all the love in the world, man. All the love in the world. And that is the end of that magazine. Ow. Sun, right in the eyes. Oh, you didn't see? There, Donnie. There you go. Okay, on to step 29. Step 29. Left knee joint. This is something I've never worked on before. Hang on. Just threw the bag in here. Well, that ain't right. Oh, there they are. Spence, what up? Welcome. Couldn't find these screws at first, and these are LM. You missed it, Spence. I let the magic smoke out of one of my LEDs. You know what? I'll still get that board, but I'm not going to need it. Because if I do, what happened? It wasn't the LED went poof. It actually, the magic smoke came out of the board. While I was messing with it, I was looking at seeing if I could run it off of straight current directly from my power supply. I ran the current into it backwards, and the board was not protected from the wrong direction of current flow. So magic smoke came out, and I did not. It was 3 volts. Eric is the one who runs 34. No, not 34, actually. It's only 24. Tried to get him to run 48. So, there's the knee joint. And this ratchet here, this piece, let me see, you can, saw him for the second there. Where's my envelope? There's my envelope. So you can almost see the teeth. There. For a second. Focused in, you can see it's got teeth so that it can ratchet and lock in place. Sits down over top of this post right here. There are 2 screw holes on either side of it. Sits down here like that, and then 2 screws to hold it in place. Sure, I said it'd be it was 3 volts. It's what my power supply said, at least. Maybe it lies. Maybe it's been hanging out with Eric. You would think, Spence, except for that thing, is that board has like 3 total items on it. I think that the and it's because of the switch. I think that actually the LED is probably still good. But if I go modifying this to where I can do, run wires up the arm. Now if I run a wire through the arm up to there, I can actually put a 1.8 millimeter or even a 3 millimeter in there and get rid of like the battery box and everything. Get rid of the switch even. Won't need the switch if I've got the LED, a larger LED in there, and if I'm running my own power to it. And that's it. 2 screws on here. You can see them right there, and actually I can see Well, you guys tell me, is the picture still good enough or do I need to turn on lights? You know what? Let me see. Are these hooked up? Ah, yes. There. All right, well, I turned on 2 other lights, and actually I can see that it is a little bit better. Yeah, because what I ended up doing is I blocked part of my light when I closed the blinds. But, like I said, the sun was coming right through into my eyes. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's still right there, right in the eyes. So, this is depth 30. Doesn't look like there's any screws. No, there's adhesive tape. That must be that right there. Very small adhesive tape. Make sure there's nothing left in the bag. Move these screws out of the way. But then I can't see, Donnie. Don't mind taking one for the team, but if I can't see, I can't build. And then, no, I can't build the Enterprise either. So this is the lower joint, ring for the knee mechanism, a washer, adhesive tape, and a spring. And actually, it's just one blind that's closed. And it's usually the one I close anyway. Holy. Oh, yeah. Carpenter bee. Buck up. Buck. Okay, so this ratcheting piece here sits right on top of here, just like, and so it'll lock in place. Spring goes on top of it. Hang on, I gotta read this because it sounds very interesting. Place ring in position. Spring on top of it. Stage 2 adhesive tape. Apply the double-sided adhesive. What's funny is it shows 2 pieces. I guess this could be 2 pieces. Apply the double-sided adhesive tape to one side of the washer. This will serve to stop the washer from moving out of place inside the joint. Flat tweezers, place the adhesive side on the... Okay, so it says to peel the yellow side off. There is no yellow. But it's also supposed to be, just let me double check if there's... Ah, very clever. Yeah, it doesn't matter which side, and actually, truthfully, Todd, because what the tape is supposed to do is hold that washer in place while you put the rest of it on there. Yep, just holds the washer in place long enough for you to put these 2 pieces together. And if you're skilled enough to just see, Now that should go on there like that. Okay. If you're skilled enough, I'm willing to bet I don't need that tape. Yep. But make sure the black knob is there. Okay, they win. I lose. I would have won and not had to use the adhesive if the screw went in right now, but it doesn't. Yep, I see that. So I will peel the tape. Didn't want to peel the tape. Wanted to be cool, but I can't be cool. Fanhome is not letting me be cool today. If I'm going to put this on there, I want to put it on there at least a little bit straight. It says to take a knife and be careful. You don't want to cut yourself. Except for I know that eventually once this is in here, it is probably going to rotate and no longer worry about holding. No, I'm just going to, the tape is going to just basically not do anything. Otherwise I would super glue this bastard. Yep, temporary holder. These are the times I get frustrated and do something different. I don't know. I had it. Where did I put it? Looking for my scalpel because it's got a little bit sharper tip on it. Actually, you know what? I just slid that off of there. Don't get any on the inside of the ring, so let me move this. Yeah. And move this a little bit. That should do it. My fingers are too big to get down in that hole. Okay, that's got it. So now I can actually just do this the way they say to do it. And it does actually sit there the way the picture looks, just like what they show. And like Todd said, that tab lines up with that slot there. But it just falls off because there's nothing to hold it. Although, no, I'm not going to throw a clamp on there for 30 seconds. It's really weird because the scalpel cannot roll around, and it's the one I always misplace underneath an envelope. Yep, next issue. let's see, it's issue 31. That's 33. 31? No, that's 32. I have them in some semblance of order. 31. And there are no screws. There's a screw cap, 2 washers, and the knee joint cover. So there's the cover, 2 washers, and the screw cap. That at least can go away because that's the cover from one piece of tape. If I need it, there's still a piece of tape on there. I shouldn't. Okay. So this goes this way around. I'm just looking. So usually they show no well placed M80 arc. But usually they'll show something like this sitting in the end shot, because that's what you end up with, and it doesn't show that screw cap. But this one's a really quick and easy one. There are posts at the top and bottom here that these holes are going to go through onto. Yep, I know, that's why it's right here. I just think it's funny that they usually would do something like that and they didn't this time. That's interesting. Let's see if I can show, if you guys can see. So you see the mold marks? You got the top and bottom on that one. You got the holes. Left and right are where the mold injection marks are. Those injection marks, it says to have facing up. Of course they won't stay well. Why would they make it easy? Actually, is that one? I have to disagree, Todd. They're hanging in there pretty good. Did you notice though that it shows those mold marks being up? I'm gonna leave it the way it is and see. Wow, that was a lot to do in that issue. I don't think at least it's gonna be. I understand what you're saying, but if you had problems with them staying on, and mine are staying on, yeah, I know. They're basically discs to let it slide. We'll see what happens. The worst that could happen is I have to take it apart. Not like there's other parts I have to take apart now on this thing, because somebody blew up a board. Hey, look, that's another little piece of tape. It's a good thing too, because that other one's gone. Oh no, it's not. It's just the way it's sitting there. Ah, how clever. Yeah, I figured, especially with the gears on here. Can't be much worse than the Terminator joints were. So that goes there. These are exact same pieces for the other side of the joint. Except for this time we have screws. IM and LM. So my question is, Todd, is the Iron Man, if the joints are that stiff, is he able to stand on his own like the Terminator cannot? Okay, so that does exactly the same thing. Well, that's cool. If he can stand on his own, that would be pretty cool. By the end of the build, some of the screws on the Terminator had backed out enough that he was really floppy, which is why this is sitting here. When I do the Route Master, that will be getting used. So let me see if I can get this a little bit better with the scalpel. Yep. Scalpel is a much better implement to get the paper off. And that is on there. So this gets attached with two LMs. Oh, you know, I'm just going to take that and set it off there so I can pick this up. Wonder if the quote-unquote plastic parts are actually plastic or if they're colored Teflon. Because Teflon would definitely be better. Just make sure. That one was not tight. Okay. Put that tab facing the other direction. This one, set this back on here, but first put the washer back in place. Yeah, that washer's hanging. Make sure this one is hanging on there right. So then I've got to put all these together at once and make sure all the tabs line up. There is a part work for the Batmobile supposedly going to be starting soon. I think it was supposed to start this month. But with it being Eagle Moss, I'm not positive what the quality is going to be. It's on hold again. Why does that not surprise me? Okay, this is going to be fun. I need about 4 hands. If I can line these up. I see what needs to happen. It's going to take a little bit. Did I just lock? I did not lock that washer loose. Good. Less of a dream than Batgirl. We will have to paint it. I'd love to have the baby's part works. What the hell is the baby's part work? Let me try this again. Okay, that's got that on there. Yep, I'm doing that right now. Actually, you know what? What are these? These are IM screws. I am going to try something. I'm going to see if I can. That's not going to work. I grabbed the X-Acto knife. So I am going to try and see if I can get the screw at least started on one side. And now on the other side. Because then I can mess with the... I will probably be dumb enough to buy the Batmobile. So if they ever release it, you'll be able to watch me build it. Okay. So now... that one's lined up. That one's close. I should be able to tighten this down and snap a screw off. Hang on. Oh, there's the problem. There's the problem. Okay. Right there, guys, is the problem. There's a pin in there and a socket, and they're not lined up. On the other end, they are. There we go. Oh, on the Batmobile? I think it's been 2 years since I pre-ordered it. She was exaggerating because he didn't order the Batmobile until after I told him about it. I don't think he did, at least. But no, Eric, the thing is, like the Enterprise, they announced literally many years ago, and I ordered it when it originally was announced about 3 or 4 years ago. I ended up with at 1.3 accounts. I know it was my fault you did. Okay. I think it's my fault that you ordered the Titanic too. But as soon as you saw what was coming out and saw my review, I think you canceled. I know I did. Okay. And you are absolutely correct, Mark. These are a bear. 14. I don't think they have 14 things I want. Damn. It is going to take some torque. You're going to snap legs off. Once the screws are tight, check that the joint moves. Okay, so it should be this part. Okay, it does move. Wow. Yep. But it does move, and this one's not going to move a whole hell of a lot, if at all. But it's in there. Yeah, that's what it says. So I got this one to move, the lower knee, or the lower part of the knee. Upper, does it move worth a crap there? Oh, yeah, it does, just a hair. Wow. That's why those teeth are made of metal, I guess. Actually, that one is better. I don't think I tightened it too tight. Wow, I did tighten it too tight. I turned that screw back about 1/8 of a turn, and now it works. So this one pops in here. And that's the screw cover that Todd was saying, don't lose it. Starships Collection, Eleanor, Enterprise. Okay. Well, I don't have the 300 SL, the DB5, GTR, Starships, Eleanor, but I do have the DeLorean, the Ghostbuster, and the Enterprise, one of each. Okay. Next issue. This is going to be the left hip. Which means that's going to sit this off the side. That's the one thing I really hate about when they do the trials, is that that we're in the States, we never get the trials. You're going to tell me somehow you've managed to get the trials. So, LP, IP, so both plastic screws. I don't know what, I'm sitting here looking at this going, what is going on? And it's because I've got my screws put back in the wrong spot. So LP is a brand new one. So let me get this sticker and put it on the container. Really? Because when the Enterprise first was announced, I subscribed, never got any parts. I always get to the point where they're like, yeah, we got too many. Same here. Same here. What they should do is stop saying, yeah, we've decided to pause it for a while because we got so many subscribers. Just say, we're checking to see how many people will actually subscribe. Be honest about it. Oh, the Enterprise? I'm not surprised because there's been a revolt again. So hip joint cover, bearing ring, socket, joint support bracket, bearing joint, and I does not see oops, putting this on the back on the wrong way. So I'm sitting here, I've lost my mind, sitting here trying to figure out where the screws that they're talking about are. They're already in here. Oh, that's not good. I'm kind of curious. Well, actually, I'm looking forward to see how they close up the saucer. Oh, you haven't built this stage yet? Cool. Learn from me. Watch what I do and don't do that. So 33A, okay, it says left. Let me see. Okay, there we go. This marking right here is on 33C. 33A, these two marks is what I need. I'm past you. Cool. So the New York Fire Department truck, I look at and I'm like, it sounds cool, but it's small. Right? In actuality, it's not that small, but most of these things are 1/16 or 1/12. Okay. So there's a little spot here that this part sits into. Screw hole there. And the screw goes right there. So it goes on here. Goes on there like that. Screw will go through and hold it. Longer than DeLorean. Wow. Well, and that's the thing is I can understand it being, with its being as long as the DeLorean, but like the London bus, they made it 1/12 scale instead. And actually, I don't have a fire truck sitting. I've got something on my toe here. Okay. See how you are? Getting comped. I want to get comped. So, no, the 1/12, I think 1/12 scale, you're right, 1/8 scale would be too big. But 1/12 I think would be good. I'm very much looking forward to the Route Master. And I really, really wish Diag from 2008. So let me put the screw in here. I know it's huge, but all of them are huge. The Ghostbuster car is huge, and I'm actually going to have to probably put extra shelves in my display room. So that's that part attached there. What was that part? Support. That's the support bracket, joint support bracket. Bearing. Okay, so on the other side, on here, this bearing ring gets fit. Let me double check. Okay. And it's going to end up on here as well. In this slot here, this goes on there. And actually, it is important. There are different sizes. Bigger bookcase, absolutely. Sit it on top of the bookcase. And actually, what I have in there for right now for the DeLorean and the Ghostbuster, I have the stands, and I'm actually getting the cover for the Ghostbuster because I wasn't thinking right at the time. But when I get it, when it's done, I have a wall-mounted TV stand or entertainment stand that they go from end to end on it. So you have 3 already. See how you are? That goes in there like that, and like I said, this tab is bigger than this tab, so it's pretty snug in there. And 2 low credenza cases. Well, gonna have to build a shed. Joint and the bearing. Okay, so 33F, the bearing here, this part right here, it's concave there, a little bit of a wheel there. Concave has to be up, and then an IP screw goes in there. What big Lego sets you got? I've got the Titanic. And that looks like that. Screw is far enough down that when the socket or the ball goes in there, it will not interfere. Yeah, I have quite a few of the big Lego sets. I've got the Taj Mahal, the Millennium Falcon, not the newest one, the London Bridge, Sydney Opera House, and most of them have lights. I bought the light kits for them. Okay, last pack of the night. A little bit of, let's see, outer thigh armor plate, outer knee pad. Gonna end up with a whole bunch of pieces that are waiting for more pieces. That many, I understand. Actually, I think you have on your webpage a bunch of them in the pictures there too. That is made up of several pieces. The outer thigh is attached to the outer thigh armor plate. So push. Like that. Oh no. Okay. Just looking. There's 3 posts that are going to line up with these 3 sockets. Okay, that's how that goes on there, just like that. And then 3 of the AP screws that I just got go in there. Don't have the Star Destroyer. I do have the Disney Castle. Got the Titanic. Want to get the DeLorean. Got Big Ben. Space Shuttle. Oh, wow. New Ecto. Now I'm jealous. You need a bigger house, man. That's all it is. One of them that I really like that I've got, it's just not a big one, it's a smaller one. I really like the moon landing. And I bought 2 of the, my wife's a huge Disney fan. I bought 2 of the, Steamboat Willie. One that's still in the box and has never been opened, and the other one I put together for her. Like I said, you need a bigger house. Okay, last screw on here. And there's 2 more to attach the knee portion, or the knee joint cover. Outer knee pad. So that's now mounted, and you can see in there 3 screws. And this is going to go on here. Okay, there's 2 pins, sockets, however you want to call them. 2 tabs with holes in them. Lines up like so, and a screw goes here and here. I buy the larger sets because I'm keeping them forever. Oh, they didn't look familiar. Okay. Well, I should be actually, and I'm not sure if you got issue 10. That's the one they chart. Actually, that's right. I should be further along, but they've done some funky things. 1 month they shipped like 3 times before they finally were able to get it to me. Then I had to ask them to send me parts for the Iron Man because the charger parts just wouldn't fit. They sent me charger parts instead 1 month. So there's the outer knee cover. Let's see. That looks like it should go on. Really can't tell if this is the top or the bottom. Almost looks like it could be the top, but I don't think it is. So, lots of parts left. Huge amount of parts. Got the head now. Got the arc reactor, the foot. One hand that works, one hand that doesn't. Damn it. But I will sort that out. I will figure it out because it shouldn't be that hard to run magnet wire literally up through here. Up through here. Probably got a second. I think I've actually got 2 hacks as well already. But I should be able to do something to run magnet wire down through here. Probably drill a hole through the back of the wrists here. Not positive how that'll work. But the first thing I got to do is talk to Fanhome tomorrow and say, okay, what do I need to do to get this? Let's see. So that is all I've got for tonight, gentlemen, or ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'm not sure if Jalen is still here. Let me switch cameras. Okay. That's bright. $35. I would, except for I don't have 35. That's the one that I'm waiting on. That's my next set. But no, once I get it, what I can do, bastards. What I can do once I get it is I've got my printer and scanner here. I can just scan it and email it to you. We'll figure out how to get it together. It is really starting to come together. I really am enjoying this build. It is awesome. I mean, lots of fun. So appreciate you guys stopping by. And like I said earlier, I think actually it was before you got here, GB. Thanks, Todd. I think it was before you got here. I'm switching things up. Today is replacing Sunday. Thanks, Spence. Today's replacing Sunday. Tuesday, I'm moving to Wednesday. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. And Friday is going to stay the same. No, it's one of these things of it's for the rest of the summer at least. It's better for me because it leaves my weekends wide open to be able to take care of stuff out in the yard, and around the house. So appreciate everybody stopping by. If you aren't already, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy this content. Stop by again. Like I said, Wednesday I'll be working on the thanks, Eric. Wednesday I'll be working on the Enterprise, and we'll go from there. Probably in the next week or probably in the next 3 weeks I'll start working on the London bus. Wednesday, Todd, other than Friday, it's always 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock Central Time. So your West Coast, that should be like 4 o'clock, I think. We can get you making windows. Like, yep. And like you said, what I'm probably gonna do is just do a few at a time. Once I get started. This string. Okay. What I also picked up, Todd, you'll be very proud of me, is I picked up little tips so that instead of having instead of using the tip that came with the bottle, instead of using this, I've got a bunch of little tips that I'll put on here. Yes, exactly, needle tips. I'm planning on using the smallest possible because the less resin I'm putting in at a time, the less bubbles I'm going to get. So, have a great evening, folks. Have a great day tomorrow, and take care of yourself, and I will talk to you on Wednesday.